the saying, God will not put more on you than you can handle. I never thought twice about that saying until I had more on me than I could handle. So let's talk about it. Do you believe that? Do you believe that God would put you on this earth and say, "You got this, you can handle it"? Do you believe that when the load is so heavy that you could handle it? I didn't think twice about the saying until my shoulders and my heart was so heavy. I I just didn't have what it took to handle it all. And so I believe that yes, we have more than there are some of us that has more on us than we can handle. I believe that God gives us the tools to go through situations, and sometimes God carries us through situations. We ain't handling it. It's Him. I believe that if, for example, you lost a loved one, and that loved one was your child, your spouse, somebody so incredibly important to you that losing them felt like the end of of the world. It just like you were just done, like you don't know how to do it. Losing multiple people back to back all at one time. How can someone look at you and say, "Look, God ain't gonna put no more on you than you can handle"? How can they look at you and say that? I'm telling you that once upon a time I might have said that. I might have said it until one day there's no way I would say that to you ever. I would never. And when people say that to me and they're giving me advice, I don't correct them. But if someone is standing or sitting in front of me or on the phone and they're saying, so and so told me I would never have more on me than I can handle, I correct them very quickly. And this is pretty much what I say. God does give, God does allow more to happen to you. God does allow, God does give you more than you can handle. He does. Because He's there to help you. He will equip you. He will give you things to prepare you to deal with it, even though you feel very much unprepared. God will supply your every need. And sometimes He supplies far in advance. He puts people in place beside of you, with you, far in advance. So that when these things happen, you've got some tools. But I also know that I lived personally in a place of I can't do this, and He carried me. So for someone to look at me and say God would not give you more than you could handle, that don't help me. That helps no one. That doesn't build anyone up. That doesn't supply them with any tools whatsoever. I'm just saying, if you tell this to people and you think it's helping them, it's not helping them. It's not. Um, I would just say Instead of saying things like that, say things like, God is able. God supplies your every need. God will be there with you every step of the way. And when you can't take that step, He will carry you. He will not leave you alone. He will not abandon you. He will not just throw you out and say, you made all these mistakes. You figure it out. That's not my God. Jesus came to the earth and died. And in His death and in His resurrection, there are promises that He has made. His blood covers it all. His promises covers it all. And without Him, where would we be? Honestly, when you walk through situations that are just overwhelming, breathtaking, drains every bit of your energy, drains some of your hope, some of your faith, all of it. He's there. Like He will not leave you. He will supply your every need. So it may be up to interpretation of why people say what they say. God will never put more on you than you can handle. Well, if we didn't need God, then can you imagine? Can you imagine walking through those hard times without Him? I can't. I can't. Um, I'm a believer. I love Him. He is my everything. So I don't know how I would go through hard times without Him. So with this video, I want to talk to two different people. The first people I want to talk to is those that are walking through some hard times and people are saying God would never put more on you than you can handle. There's a lot of sayings. There's a lot of people that mean well. I want you to just carry on, and I want you to pray and ask God to help you draw from Him, draw from everything He has for you. He will supply your every need. I know I keep saying that. I believe it with everything in me that if He was not there for me when I buried my first child, when I buried my second child, when I walked through life with my dad and he had brain injury and he went from okay to falling, a brain injury, and me taking care of his every need, literally taking care of him, bringing him in my home and walking him home and watching him leave for heaven, bringing my mom in my home with dementia and her being here for 2 years with me and walking with her. Dementia is something. That is a whole new video. But it took us down roads I had no idea. I had no idea. But I could not have done any of that without Jesus. Like I just couldn't have. And so I'm a believer, and I'm saying, if you're in that place, just draw from Him. Just pray. If you don't know the words to pray, just say, Jesus, help me. And He is there. He is interceding for you to the Father. He will hear you and He will be there. Now, for those that are saying things that you really mean to be helpful with, God doesn't give you more than you could handle. Saying that to someone who has gone through the most traumatic experience of their life, I want to implore you, this does not help. It doesn't help. And I get you want to help. So be the shoulder, hold the hand, listen, listen, pray, 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 pray. You can quote scriptures. Scriptures is life. You quote scriptures. But when you take and you reword scriptures to make it sound good, it's not helpful. I've heard it twice this past week by people telling me as they were bawling their eyes out, this is what somebody said. And I know that, and I'm trying. I can't. I just can't. So, this is me coming from my experience. And maybe it's my interpretation. Maybe it's only my belief. But just maybe some of what I said could be a little bit true. And I just want to share it with you. And I appreciate you listening. I know you stuck around and you listened to this whole video. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to ask you, if you haven't already, to subscribe to my videos, and you'll get even more of my great advice, opinions, and some experience. But my family has a story, and we're telling our story publicly in this fashion. So if you like my video, will you hit like? And please comment below if you've heard this saying. You're welcome to comment below and tell me what you thought about it. If you say this often, you're welcome to comment below and tell me why you say it and how you think is helpful. I promise not to argue. I will hear you out. And thank you for coming by. Have a great day and check out my other videos. Some may be helpful, but it's our family story. Thank you.